Hello, welcome once again to Stuff and Things, where I like to talk about stuff and occasionally even things. I'm your good friend Bradley, and today, I don't always want to do reviews on this channel because I don't want things to devolve into this rampant consumerism where you just need to buy, and I'm telling you to buy. But occasionally there are products that I have experienced myself that are so good that I feel like I need to tell you about them. Now, I'm not affiliated with this company in any way, shape, or form. I'm not receiving anything for doing this review, but I've been using something for the last 2 months every single day and bringing it with me everywhere I go, and I really like it, and I think you may as well. It is this, the Domke F-10 JD medium canvas shoulder camera bag. I love this thing, and I want to show you why. So what's the deal with the Domke F-10 medium canvas shoulder bag? Well, I already owned a Domke F-2, and that's the big boy. It's not the biggest boy that Domke makes, but it's one of their larger bags. And this is where I keep my Canon R6, several lenses, all sorts of accessories and supplies that I need for when I'm making videos, for when I'm doing photography. This is a fantastic bag. I've had this for years now, and I absolutely love it. And when I got my film camera, my little Nikon FE, I wanted a smaller bag that I could use for this because this is a pretty minimalist kit. If I'm using my film camera, I don't have any other lenses for it, so I'm just using the camera, maybe taking some film with me, a few other little accoutrements and accessories. And so I didn't need to have the giant F2. But I love just the look and the feel of the Domke bag so much that I started looking for a smaller Domke bag to use with my film camera. I did a review of the Domke F2 a few years back, so you should check that out. I go into some of the history of the Domke brand, but I was looking through all their different offerings. They have a lot of different styles and a lot of different sizes with different levels of padding, and eventually I settled on the F10. And I chose it because it pretty much does exactly what I need it to do. Now, the Domke bags aren't cheap. Tiffin, the company that owns the Domke brand, they have this listed on their website for $135, but you can find them anywhere from $80 to $100 if you shop around. I got this on eBay. It was used. I couldn't tell that it had been used, other than there's a little extra strap that didn't come with it when I got it. But I got this for, I think it was $65, $69, close to $70 on eBay. So if you do shop around, you can find them more cheaply. They come in black, olive, like this. They also have a sand and a khaki color. The khaki color is more brown. It's just a cotton canvas bag. It's very simple. Doesn't have a ton of padding, and that's actually something I enjoy about it. We'll be getting into that when we talk more about its features. But it's a pretty basic bag. It just has one main compartment inside. It has a removable divider where you can adjust how you want to divide that section up. There's a front pocket, a flat pocket. There's a little pocket in the back. It's made of a cotton canvas. It's pretty water resistant, but not super waterproof. So in some ways it seems kind of like it doesn't do anything super well, but that's sort of the charm and the magic of this bag. Everything, all the different attributes of this bag taken together make it the perfect bag for me for a minimalist, smaller camera kit. So let's adjust the camera. I want to give you a closer look at this. I'm going to show you how I've been using this, and I'll show you two different setups. One where I'm using a smaller mirrorless digital camera, and one where I'm using my film camera. And I'll show you all the things that I can fit in here and just how I like to use it and why I like it so much, most importantly. All right, so here we have the Domke F-10, this nice classic looking little shoulder bag. I have in this right now my film kit, so I'll show you what that entails. Let's just talk about the bag a little bit first. It is a cotton canvas bag. It's a pretty thick, pretty durable canvas. It seems like it's gonna last a long time. It's basically the same canvas that my F2 is made out of, and I've had that for years, and I've used it pretty hard for years, and it still looks and works great. There are quite a few different pocket options here. There's one in the back, this little pocket here that can't close, but I just keep like a notebook in here and a pen. There is the top flap that closes with this nice metal hardware. I almost never actually clip this. I usually just rely on the Velcro. Velcro closure as well. You have this front zipper pocket, which is pretty roomy. You can actually fit quite a bit in there. We'll talk about what's in there soon. And then you have a zipper pocket in the front flap right here. And you cannot keep anything very bulky in that, but you know, it's good for lens cloths. I've got a lens pen in there right now as well. I might keep memory cards or extra batteries if I'm using an electronic digital camera. And then you have the main compartment where right now I've got my Nikon FE, and then I've got a little flash for the FE. But there's just a lot of options. You have this little divider here that attaches with Velcro. The divider is padded. The sides of the bag are padded, but not very, very thickly. The bottom of the bag has some padding as well. So it's not super rigid. It provides protection, but it's not going to, it's able to conform to your body. It's not gonna hang off of you like some sort of just rigid box. I like that a lot. The dimensions, exterior is 11.5 inches by 9 by 6, and then the interior is 9 by 7 by 3. So 22.86 centimeters by 17.78 centimeters by 7.62 for the interior dimensions. Exterior dimensions in centimeters, 29.21 wide, 22.86 by 15.24 centimeters. And then the weight is 1.5 pounds or 0.7 kilograms. That's empty, obviously. So what have I got in here? I've already shown you a little bit, but for my film camera setup in this front pocket, which I already mentioned is pretty roomy, I have one of these. I've got some film canisters here, empty film canisters. I've got some extra film in here. This is a little Kodak film holder. I have got the lens and body caps for my Nikon. That goes in the front pocket. In the back slit pocket, I have this little notebook where I just write down, it's a film log basically, so I talk about what I've been shooting, how I was shooting it, and a pen, like so. I can use this to mark my film canisters as well. Right here in the front flat pocket, I just have microfiber cloth, a little lens pen, and I've got 2 spare batteries for the FE, which is kind of pointless because the batteries last for 5 or 10 years in the FE. So not really necessary, but just in case. And actually, by the time I need a new battery, those batteries probably won't be any good anyway, but whatever. And then in the main compartment, I've got the FE, got the dividers there, one of the dividers. So the Nikon FE with a lens hood attached. This is the 28mm f2.8 AIS Nikkor lens. Just have the one lens, so that's all I need. And then we have, let's see if I can place these here. I've got this little Nikon flash. I can't even remember which. I think this is the SB27. So kind of a vintage flash, but not super old. And that works with the FE, and it's a great little flash unit. So I don't carry this with me all the time, but if I'm going to be doing some stuff at night, I might take this, or if I'm doing a lot of stuff indoors. So that's quite a bit of good stuff that you can fit in this bag. Pretty minimalist. Obviously, I don't have extra lenses, but if I didn't carry this with me, I could easily fit other lenses inside, so not that big of a deal. Fits everything I need. Now, if I weren't doing film, but instead doing a little mirrorless kit, I would have my Fuji X106. Go in there quite easily. Probably still throw this in here. Just keep it in that main compartment. I may or may not have the battery charger, probably not, but if I wanted to, I could throw that in there. Spare battery. I'd probably put memory cards, extra memory card and a memory card case in the back zipper pocket, like so. And then I might throw the lens cap in this front pocket as well. If I wanted to, I could easily carry my film camera and my mirrorless camera. Obviously this is a small, compact mirrorless camera, but I could throw that in one side, throw my FE in the other, and I would still have room to carry some film with me if I wished. Probably take the charger out. I mean, there's plenty of space in here for all this stuff. You can't really overfill this bag, it seems like. Like once it's full, it's still comfortable to carry. Oh, I might throw this orange filter, this little Tiffin orange filter for if I'm shooting black and white. It all fits in. It's all nice and compact, and it'll move with you a little bit. It's not super rigid, which is something that I really, really like about it. It's just kind of the perfect little camera bag. So that's the Domke F-10 JD medium canvas shoulder bag. I've gone into some of this already when I showed this to you up close, but why do I like it? It's because it's smaller, it's rugged, it's really well constructed. It's water resistant. If you were in a heavy downpour for hours, it would eventually soak through the bag, but for light to moderate rain, it's perfectly fine. It gives good protection without being overprotective. A lot of camera bags that are specifically made for cameras are so rigid that you just feel like you have this unyielding box hanging off of you. And I love how this will conform to your body. It has padding on the bottom, it has padding in the divider, and it's enough. I don't need to be able to throw this off the top of a building and have the camera survive. I just need it to give some protection, and this gives plenty. It looks good and timeless. It has a really classic appeal, and I just enjoy that it doesn't scream, I've got a camera in me. I mean, you can tell it's a camera bag, but it's not as obvious as maybe some of its competitors would be. It has a nice variety of storage space. There's the back pocket here, the front flap zipper pocket there, the front zipper pocket here, the main compartment. It just gives you a lot of options how you want to store your gear. It's also just the perfect size for a small minimalist camera kit. This is perfect for a small mirrorless camera, maybe a point and shoot camera, a rangefinder style camera, a vintage film camera. It's everything you need and nothing that you don't as far as size and what you can store in it. It's comfortable to carry, conforms to your body so it doesn't feel obtrusive as you're walking around. And I've been using this, I got it used, and I've been using it every day for 2 months, bringing it with me everywhere for 2 months, and there's hardly any wear. I can't really see any evidence of wear on this bag, so it's really rugged and really well made. So those are all the things I do like. Is there anything I don't? Well, I think I've already touched on this, but the front Velcro closure here is a bit much. There's so much surface area here with the hooks, and then the loops here, not quite as much surface area, but I know they did this large so you would have room. If you have the bag really stuffed, you would still be able to catch that Velcro. But, you know, when you're walking around, you want to take your camera out. That's just such a loud rip, and it's a little more strength than I think it needs. I think what I'm going to do eventually is get some non-adhesive Velcro strips, the loops, and put them on either side and just have this middle section of the hooks that I can attach onto there. I went on Amazon. They have kind of a olive drab or foliage green non-adhesive Velcro. So I'm going to throw that on there, and then it'll be a little easier to open and not quite as loud. But that's a really minor thing. That's the only thing I could pick on. I absolutely love my Domke F-10 JD medium camera shoulder bag. I think if you're looking for a camera bag for a smaller or more minimalist camera kit, you could not do any better than this. Based on your own sense of style, what you like the look of. Some people prefer a more modern looking bag, I understand that. But if you like the kind of classic style of this, it is extremely functional, and I just absolutely love it. The Domke F-10 JD medium canvas shoulder camera bag. Thanks so much for watching. I've been your good friend Bradley. You've been the audience. This has been Stuff and Things. I'll see you later.